Thank you, Jason. Minister Ghanem, Abu Fadi, Ambassador Friedman, General Counsel Don, my General Director, Dr. Draznin, friends from both delegations, and ladies and gentlemen from the press. Unfortunately, in our neighborhood, not every morning we have a reason to smile. This morning we do. Because after years of stalemate, and thanks to the passionate mediation of Jason Greenblatt, and thanks to the pragmatic and professional approach of both delegations, the Palestinian headed by Mazen Ghanem and the Israeli delegation, we reached an important agreement. This agreement allows us to launch the Red Dead project that is a crucial project for Jordan, for Israel, and for the Palestinian Authority. I'm sure many of you know that the Red Dead project is the biggest, most ambitious project ever initiated and exercised in our area. And it will supply a significant amount of water to Jordan, to Israel, and to the Palestinians. It will help us challenge the biggest problem that the Dead Sea is facing, evaporation of a meter every year. And it will also produce green energy. So all of us in this room proved last night that water can serve as means for reconciliation, for prosperity, for cooperation, rather than be a cause for tension and dispute. I want to thank you, Jason. I know how much you were engaged in this issue since our meeting, both Abu Fadi, myself, and you in Brussels that you initiated. I want to thank the American administration for assisting this project as a whole and also being involved in the negotiation that we held the last several months. And I'm convinced that the Ministry of Regional Cooperation, with the assistance of the United States administration and with the cooperation of our neighbors, the Palestinians, the Jordanians, and hopefully other neighbors, will be able to enhance the great vision of regional cooperation for the well-being of the people of the Middle East. Thank you. Thank you. It can be a long lecture, but I'm going to be very, very focused on the timetable. The timetable is that there was a PQ bid, pre-qualification, several years ago. Many infrastructure companies all over the world participated. Now there are 5 that are relevant, and they are waiting the Jordanian government to publish a bid. Before this bid will be published, the Israeli government must make a decision very soon about the budgeting of the project from the Israeli side, and hopefully it will happen soon. And then the bid will take approximately a year, maybe less. And then the company will be chosen, and the company will start building the pipe. This is a pipe of 220 kilometers leading from Aqaba all the way to the Dead Sea. And as I said before, it's a huge, I would say gigantic project that will physically be in Jordan, but will be run by what we call the JEB, which is Joint Administration Board of both Israelis and Jordanian professionals. And also the Palestinians will be part of this enterprise due to the issue of the water supply that they are supposed to purchase. All in all, I would believe that in between 4 and 5 years, the project will be finished. It's not going to take less But this is the timetable.
And today's announcement, what exactly is the memorandum of understanding? What exactly is that change?
The water that will be supplied to the Palestinian Authority will not wait all the way 4 and 5 years, and this agreement is relevant and is actual, and it gives a price that is a result of a negotiation between the sides, and with the help of the American administration, personally with Jayson, we could reach an agreement after a long, long discussion.
Thank you.
Well, I think it's a very creative way to connect the project to other issues, and I'm not authorized to relate to other issues, but I think what we can learn from this process that we have been through in the last several months is that when you focus on the issues and not about history or background or personal emotions or other disturbing elements, so the common denominator is much bigger than what separates us. So even though for years this issue was not challenged in the right way, since Jayson was introduced to it, I think he managed to help us find the way to reach an agreement that is mutually beneficial. I think another lesson is the discrete nature of the negotiation. I didn't hold any press conferences, neither Jayson or Minister name. We just worked with our teams in order to make sure that we understand what the obstacles are, and whenever we found a solution to the obstacles, we solved it. So it was not on Facebook, it was not on the media. I'm sure many of you maybe heard about it, but not because we approached you and asked you to publish it. So if I would have to advise my friend Jayson that it has bigger issues than this issue, how to relate to it, I think that the less public nature of negotiation ensures that it's more serious and it's not being dragged to other problems.